It actually started off very unwillingly, but there's a couple main assumptions that I had that kind of got eroded as I learned more about it. The first one came when Jonathan Chambers of Connexon came and talked to the Oklahoma Statewide on broadband. So I talked to him, I said, what's the process? He kind of walked me through it. I did some research to see who do we want to do for a feasibility study. So Connexon got the feasibility study done in time for a board retreat. They knew the need, had heard from the members, and they saw the price tag, and they said, let's see what we can do.
The connection that we have with Connexon is very unique in that they are very much part of the family. The best way to say it is that we talk every day. The knowledge that Jonathan Chamber brings from his side of the industry to Randy Clint and the knowledge he brings from his side of the industry, because I always call him the godfather of the broadband fiber co-op movement. I don't think he understands and appreciates how invaluable they are and what they've brought to the table, where they've been there, done that.
Money's available. Really the challenge then is do we want to commit to that? And we end up, pledging our assets, taking out the loans and all that stuff. And so that's really what the feasibility study was important for us, to say, okay, if we make this investment, what's the payback on it? What's the financials look like? What type of risk are we talking about? The other side of that is one of the things that Connexon was vital in helping us with was the Connect America 2 Fund, which is basically a grant from the federal government to do broadband. Without Connexon, we would not have done it, because there's just grant writing and federal grant writing. I can't even imagine trying to take that on our own. So,
the way that Connexon has helped us with the regulations and working with the FCC and CAF2 funding and all these other type of aspects of things that we just did not know beyond just federal filings has been absolutely invaluable.
The next decision was how to structure this whole project. We met with another great partner of ours, which is BKD, the accountants, our accounting firm that does our audits, and they walked us through all the different structures. Of course, Connexon did as well. They said this is how most people are doing it. In the end, we chose to do a for-profit subsidiary and have this business run as a separate entity, mainly for the protection of the members. We're now, as a fiber broadband phone, it's a TV company, going to be getting into members' homes, which we hadn't done that before. What's unique about our approach, which is what Connexon recommended, and it's kind of what what Randy, I don't know if he invented it or how he came up with it, but it's just that the actual electric co-op owns the fiber, and then we contract the use of that fiber to the subsidiaries. Something Connexon talked to us early on about is that you have to approach this as a startup for-profit business. So you have to go where it makes most sense financially first. And, financially is where you can get the most, where the density is, where you get the most return. The key thing is to be flexible in this whole process. To pick an architecture, we knew nothing about this space. And so what we did is what we do in anything else as an electric cooperative. We look at other cooperatives that have done it and successful. We just call them, the cooperation among cooperatives is one of the 7 cooperative principles. And so we're very, very powerful in how we work together. So it's kind of how Connexon got their start, is that Randy was at Como, and Como was the first and most successful co-op to do this, at least from what I can tell here. What we really need is someone to come in and actually do it all. So it's really, I think, very visionary to go out and create the company to do what we need. We're ultimately in a service industry. We provide electric service. Our members said you need to provide broadband too. And we really want to make it economical and affordable for our average member, and not necessarily go out and price it so high that sure it may be more profitable in the end. We wanted to have access. Mainly that's what our members, when we started the electric company 81 years ago, it was really about giving people access to electricity in the rural areas that didn't have it. Once you get it up and running, it looks good, it's smooth. Once it smooths out, it's great. But to get something actually up off the ground is a tremendous undertaking. And ultimately, you're doing what's best for your members. It's part of what we do, but it is not for the faint of heart.